We are here at E3 and we are checking out the brand new Dead Rising. With me is Joe. Joe, what is new? What is exciting? I'm going to let you say it though.
All right, man. Frank's back. Frank is back in Willamette where he belongs. It's 16 years after the first time that he was there in Dead Rising 1. It's actually our 10th anniversary since we made the game, so another reason why we want to bring Frank back.
Jingle bell rock, jingle bells chiming in jingle bell time, dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square, in the frosty air.
And we've also been focusing on a couple of things. We have the combos, which have always been part of Dead Rising. So combo weapons, combo vehicles, but now you can combo yourself. We have an exosuit. When you put it on, you're knocking cars around, you're picking up parking meters up out of the ground, you're smashing stuff around. And so that's really like the big combo story that we've been working on. And then the zombies. It's insane. I don't even know how many zombies we have on the screen anymore. It's thousands. And like the saying goes, I don't know how they did it. I don't care how they did it. Just we have thousands of zombies on the screen, and it's mayhem, and it's really, really fun. You know, we've been working with the Xbox team a lot, and we've been doing it since Dead Rising 3, so we know what we're doing now. And you know, the better tools come out, and the better updates come out, so we know how to use it better. And it's happening, man. I mean, the game looks better than last time. It's faster frame rate. It's better resolution. There's more zombies on the screen. We're like, wow, we should have done that last time. We just didn't know how.
Before we get to the ingenious ways of killing zombies, what's up? Why is Frank back in the scene? What's happening?
So Frank gets pulled back into Willamette because a former student of his reaches out to him and said, something's going on in Willamette, and this time it's really big. And he's like, whatever. Actually, he's lured out the guys that they're going to go play mini golf, but they're not. And she drops all this information on them, and they head into the city. And sure enough, all hell is breaking loose. You know, what could go wrong? Everything's going wrong. Humanity's collapsing, of course, right? So Frank goes back into Willamette, and once he gets in there, he was reluctant to go back because he wanted to put all that behind him. But once he gets there, he just snaps back into old Frank, and he starts, okay, I got to solve the mystery, got to figure this out, got to save some lives. The camera is, you take in pictures like you would normally take. You need to use the camera to solve mysteries, though. You need to figure out, you have to take pictures, put the clues together, figure out what's going on. We have all these different filters as well that go in there. So we have like a spectral analyzer and a night vision camera, which you need to see, to get around the world. We have the new selfie mode, and the selfie mode is amazing. It's super funny. You pull the camera up, you hit another button. Frank gets his mug in the camera, and then you can start using the left stick and dynamically change his expression to make it the perfect thing. So he can go when he's in front of mayhem behind him. So a lot of selfies going on. So the camera's a really big deal because it's kind of Frank's signature thing. As far as clothing, we've changed all the clothing. We have more options than we've ever had, and unlike we've done before, we put them in places where you would find the clothing, like the laundromat. You go to the laundromat, you start opening the washers and dryers, and that's where you find the stuff, right? So lots of great suits, lots of classics coming back, and a lot of brand new things too.
Frank's back. Frank is a staple. More importantly, bosses. Wild bosses are a staple. Can we expect them to see a return as well?
Yeah, the one change that we have made about the game, we got a lot of pushback from some of the psycho bosses that people thought they were a bit off color and thought they were going a bit too far there. So what we did is we dialed down the kind of sexual deviancy stuff, but we dialed up the weirdness with some of these things. And all the bosses are kind of residents of Willamette, so they feel like they really belong there. And so it's just as twisted, but they have more bearing to the story, and I think fans are going to love it.
So less sex appeal and more lynch appeal.
Yeah, bang on, man.
Zombie killing. Yes. I assume we can use anything here to make a mess.
You can use anything to kill a zombie. And we have 3 different flavors of zombie this time. We have the regular zombie, that's just the horde, we call it. And then we have the freshly infected zombies. And those are the guys that are like 28 days later, like, they run after you, they don't get tired, they don't breathe. They climb up into cars. You can't just stand on a car and hope for the best. They'll climb up and get you. You can climb up on a dumpster. They'll climb up and get you. They're ravenous. And then we have the other zombies, which are not showing at E3 yet, but watch for it in the future. We have our Evo zombies. Evo zombies are the zombies that have kind of been bitten, been through the infected stage, and then haven't gone right back into a mindless zombie. They've got a little bit of sentience still left in there. And so they're cunning and they're crafty. Sort of like the raptors in Jurassic Park. They hunt in packs. they corral you, they wear you down, and then they come in for the kill. So totally different levels of strategy you're going to have to employ against these different zombies.
As we're back in Willamette and we're clearly trying to either avoid or murder everything in sight, how big are we looking at here? How much is there to explore?
So the size of Willamette and the outlying area, it's a little bit bigger than DR3 was, but what we've done is we've added many layers. So for one thing, we have a city to explore. So we have the old town, we have where the people live, we have the industrial part, we have a military base, but we also have a massive mall. The mall is back. It's huge. 2-level mall, themed areas. There's like a medieval area and there's a Caribbean area, and so we really try to ham up the mall. But there's a whole underbelly to the world as well. Lots of subterranean caves, lots of places to go in the tunnels underneath the mall and underneath the city. So we like to think of it like 3D chess. You've got 3 levels to work with, and so it's not quite 3 times bigger than DR3, but it's going to feel like that because there's way more stuff to go to. Way more stores to go into. You can walk down the street, smash a window, and loot from the window. There's a lot of that to make it feel more alive.
Mix and mingle and a jingle and beat. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell rock.
And that's about it for this edition of Player Attack. Thanks for watching. Next week, Mike dips into his video game shoebox once more with a look at the first game he ever played on the Atari 2600. And just when you were feeling all warm and fuzzy and nostalgic, Jonny takes on the Battle Royale experience of The Culling. Will he live to tell the tale? In the meantime, you can catch us at playerattack.com. We're on Facebook, YouTube and Twitter, and if you've got something you want to say, send us an email, mailbox@playerattack.com, or just hop on our forums. Also, if you want to support Player Attack, you can find us on Patreon and help us bring you the latest in gaming news, plus all these wonderful interviews and reviews from the world of video games. Till next week, I'm Jessica Citizen, and this is Player Attack.